Hi students, I am Pawan, your science master. Today I am going to talk to 7th standard students. Students, in the previous class we have talked about the classification of the salts. How do you classify the salts? By testing them with the litmus paper. Okay students, now in this class, today in this video, I am going to teach you about what are fertile lands and organic manure. And before going to teach you about what are fertile lands, I would like to ask you a few questions, and I am expecting you to answer to these questions. Students, did you see the farmers cultivating their crops? Did you ever observe any farmer cultivating their crops? And did you ever see them that they use some substance, some materials in the fields somewhere? Sometimes students, they use some material in the fields, that's nothing but manure. What is manure? You know, manure is a material that which makes the land fertile. Okay students, manure is of two types. One is chemical manure and another one is organic manure. Okay, organic manure and chemical manure, you remember the types of manures. Okay students, manure is of two types. One is chemical, another one is organic manure. Manure is the material which makes the land fertile. What? It's a material which makes lands fertile. Students, you think about the word. What is fertile? What is fertility? Fertility means it's an ability to regenerate. Okay students, the lands also generate or germinate some plants on the ground. You might have seen so many plants around you, and you might have seen some of the places where the plants are not grown, and you see some places are dense forests and dense different plants, and you see some other places there are no plants. Okay students, the lands where there are no plants and that land is not able to produce the plants there. Okay, why? Because the land is not a fertile land. Okay, what is absent in that land? There is manure is absent. You know, the manure makes the land fertile, I said, right? Manure is absent. That manure is the material which stimulates the life, plant life in that soil, okay, in that land. Students, like this, the manures make the land fertile, and here the manures are of two types. I said one is organic manure, chemical manure and organic manure. Chemical manures, you think about chemical manures, do you think it's natural? No, it is not natural, it's man-made. Chemical manures are man-made. You might have seen some urea and some other manures are sold in market, and the farmers buying them and sprinkling in the fields to grow the crops. And why do they use these manures? To give more crop, to get more yielding. Okay students, so students, you need to understand here, these manures, the manures which are man-made are not safer manures. These are not safe. They may change the nature of soil, nature of land. So nature of the land, in the sense, the land nature may be either acidic or basic. Okay, actually the land which is neutral in nature, that gives more yielding. If the land is more acidic, the yielding may be affected, and then if the land is more basic in nature, and there also the more yielding will be affected. Okay, students, like this you need to understand the land should be in neutral state, in the neutral nature. The lands, to make the land, when it is neutral or when it is able to produce plants in it, then that land is fertile land. Okay. If we use chemical fertilizers, the land nature may be changed. So, not to change the nature of lands, we need to use organic manures. Okay, students, what we need to use? Organic manures. The organic manures are natural. These manures are what? Natural manures. Students, you might have seen you might have heard the word vermicompost. Vermicompost. And vermicompost is a natural manure which can be produced by worms. What are those worms? Earthworms. Earthworms are also called as friend of. Can you expect friend of whom? Earthworm, friend of you or mine? Farmer. Okay. Earthworm helps the farmer a lot. Earthworms, they live in the soil and they decompose. Especially some people, they produce organic manure using earthworms, that is vermicompost. Okay, students, vermicompost matter you will study in your higher classes, and how to prepare vermicompost, but you just remember it's an organic manure. Okay. And if we use chemical manure, what happens? It will change the nature of changes the nature of lands. Okay. We should not use chemical manures, we should use only organic manures. Okay. Organic manure is produced by that animal excreta, like dung, animal dung. You might have seen in villages, the farmers cleaning the sheds that animals live, that they clean up, the dung and urine produced or excreted by the animals is collected, and then that is used as organic manure. That's very good organic manure. Okay. The farmers supplying this organic manure in the fields by some trucks, you may see in villages. Okay, with the help of trucks. Like this, this is the topic about what is fertile land and organic manure. This is the topic of today. Students, can you summarize this concept? We talked about fertile land is the land which is able to produce crops. Okay. Organic manure is the natural manure produced by the animals, animal waste, and not only animal waste, and even plants waste is also called organic manure. Okay, plants waste also comes under organic manure. Okay, students, this is how we can understand what are fertile lands and organic manures, and this is for today, students. And you please write about what are organic land, what are organic manures, and what are fertile lands. Write about this in your notebook and present in our WhatsApp group. This is for today, students. Thank you for listening. Thank you one and all. Yeah, this is, students, this is the last topic of the chapter, and after this you will have the keywords and the list of the questions. Improve your learning. You go through the questions and you try to answer for those questions in your notebook, and I hope you will do that. Thank you.